Now, in this video, we're going to talk about research producers versus research consumers, understand the difference, and why it is applicable for us. Now, research producers design and conduct experiments, as the name implies. They analyze data and interpret results. They publish findings in peer-reviewed journals. An example might be a psychologist studying childhood development, or a lab running clinical trials on new therapy methods. That is a research producer. But then there's also research consumers that read and apply these findings from scientific literature that were produced. And then they use these evidence-based practices within their therapy or within education or to inform policy or create policy, etc. Research consumers use this research, and to be a good research consumer, you want to think critically about the claims in media or conversation again. But some examples with research consumers might be a therapist that's using cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT based on the research that's available, or even maybe a student fact-checking a psychological myth by examining the research. That is a research consumer as well. You're using it in everyday life. You're applying it. Now, without producers, there's really no new knowledge in the field because producers, they test new ideas, they uncover flaws in past research, and they advance theories and treatments. And these could be quite important. Treatments in healthcare, in managing mental health, informing public policy, things like that. So research producers really drive the field forward by asking good questions, testing ideas, gathering evidence, and publishing results. Now, consumers really ensure that research just isn't academic. It's useful, it's practical, and it can be applied. So the research consumers, they translate research into practice. They keep up with the current evidence and updates. They challenge unsupported claims even. So good consumers really protect others from misinformation and pseudoscience. They play a very important role as well. And psychology majors are likely both. You'll write research papers, design studies, even publish results. That is the producer role. But then you'll also read journal articles and evaluate claims and apply what you've learned. That is the consumer role. As you can see, both roles are important, and being good at one makes you better at the other. Producers and consumers, they really work together to keep psychology a strong and ethical science and based on scientific rigor, fact, and evidence.